You got the raise. You got the better job. On paper, you are doing well. So why does your bank account still go quiet by the 20th of the month? You are not broke because you are bad with money. You are caught in a machine that is built to absorb every dollar you earn. Tonight we pull that machine apart, piece by piece, so you can finally see where a good salary actually goes. Let's start with the proof, because this feeling is incredibly common. It is not just in your head. A majority of Americans now say they live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes people earning six figures. Earning $100,000 used to feel like arriving. Today, a huge share of those earners still report living check to check. So the problem is not the size of the number on your paycheck. The problem is what happens to that number on the way to your pocket. The first bite happens before you ever see the money. Taxes come out right at the top. Income tax in America is progressive. The more you earn, the higher the rate on each new layer of income. Here is the trap inside a raise. A chunk of that shiny new salary gets taxed at your highest bracket, not your average. Add federal, state, Social Security, and Medicare together, and many earners lose roughly a quarter to a third of each new dollar. So a $10,000 raise might feel like $7,000 by the time it lands. Real, but smaller than the headline. Taxes are only the first leak. The bigger one is something economists call fixed cost inflation. Fixed costs are the bills you cannot easily cancel. Rent or mortgage, insurance, utilities, the things that hit every single month. And these are exactly the costs that have climbed the fastest. Housing is the heaviest weight of all. Rent in America has jumped more than 30% since 2020 in many cities, far faster than most paychecks. The old guideline said, spend about 30% of income on housing. For millions, that number now sits closer to half. Insurance is the quiet monster beside it. Home, auto, and health premiums have all surged, often by double digits in a single year. Car insurance alone rose more than 20% in a single recent year, one of the sharpest jumps in decades. None of these are luxuries. You cannot drive without insurance or live without a roof, so they take their cut before you choose anything. Then come the small ones that hide in plain sight, the subscriptions. Streaming, music, cloud storage, the gym, the apps. Each feels tiny. Together, the average household quietly spends hundreds a month on them. Many people underestimate their own subscription spending by a wide margin. The auto-pay makes the money invisible. Stack it all up. Taxes, housing, insurance, utilities, subscriptions. For many earners, the basics now swallow most of the paycheck. But there is one more force, and it lives inside your own brain. Meet the hedonic treadmill. The idea is simple. Whatever you get used to, you stop noticing. Today's luxury quietly becomes tomorrow's baseline. When your income rises, your spending almost always rises to match it. This is the famous lifestyle creep. The bigger paycheck buys a nicer apartment, a newer car, a few more habits. None of it feels reckless. Each step feels earned. But every upgrade quietly converts into a new fixed cost. The car payment, the bigger rent, the premium plan. They never leave. This is why a raise can vanish so fast. The money goes up, your baseline goes up, and within a year you feel exactly as stretched as before. Researchers have a name for the trap: Diderot effect. One new purchase pulls a chain of others along behind it. Buy the nicer couch and suddenly the rug looks shabby, then the lamp, then the whole room. Each upgrade triggers the next. So now you can see the full squeeze. Taxes take the top, fixed costs take the middle, and the treadmill eats whatever is left. And here's the part that stings. Inflation does not hit everyone the same way. It quietly sorts people into winners and losers. If most of your money goes to rent and bills, rising prices fall directly on you because you have no buffer to absorb them. But if you own things, a home, stocks, a business, those assets tend to rise with inflation, while your old debts shrink in real value. That is why two people on the same salary can feel worlds apart. One is renting the lifestyle. The other is quietly owning pieces of the machine. So how do you actually get ahead instead of just running faster? It comes down to attacking the machine where it actually leaks. First, defend your fixed costs like your future depends on it, because it does. These big recurring bills are where the real money hides. Shopping your insurance once a year, refinancing or right-sizing your rent can free up more cash than a dozen skipped coffees. Second, audit the silent subscriptions. Cancel what you forgot you had. That quiet tower is the easiest money you will ever reclaim. Third, beat the treadmill on purpose. When a raise lands, root part of it to savings before lifestyle ever sees it. This one habit, paying yourself first, quietly flips the whole game. The money you never see is the money you never miss. Fourth, and biggest of all, turn some of what you earn into things you own. Even small amounts move you to the winning side of inflation. You do not need to be rich to own a slice of the machine. You just need to start routing a little of your income into assets that grow. So, no, you are not failing. You are earning well inside a system designed to quietly reclaim every dollar before you notice. Once you can see the leaks, you can plug them. And the moment your money starts working as hard as you do, broke turns into building. That is exactly what we do here. We hand you the cheat sheet to the money machine. This is Brainomics.